another reason I like a macrobiotic diet is because to me, whole grains and greens and vegetables and some seeds are my trilogy of foods, my foundational foods. I really feel my best when I have actually a kind of make every bite count approach to eating. So it's a sort of blend of macrobiotic, a more strict macrobiotic diet in the way many people interpreted it back decades ago as a more Asian-based grain and vegetable with legumes based diet, to something that's more produce rich, so perhaps a lot more fruit and vegetables, some raw, some not. And I change this according to the season. So as it gets warmer, I definitely start to eat more salads. We're growing a lot of lettuce. Of course I'm going to eat that, and eat more fruit. I have time periods where I'm just really craving bananas, and these are not foods that we would recommend in a macrobiotic diet because they're imported, they're not local, they're tropical, and I live in a temperate climate. So I mostly follow a format, but I'm not a rigid rule type person. I adapt according to what I feel I'm needing or wanting. I might have made a choice thinking that it would be good for me, and I could find out later maybe it wasn't the best choice, so then I readapt. You want to stay fluid and open, and that's what I want to help people do. I don't want to tell you what to eat or avoid. And then of course people I'm coaching that aren't even remotely plant-based, I try to just get them in the ballpark and make simple changes that I know that they can stick to. And that just depends on the type of clientele I'm dealing with. So whole grains are very centering along with the vegetables, but you want to eat them with the vegetables, and you want to get them in the right format. You want to learn how to appropriately prepare them. Soaking them makes a big difference overnight. And then add to that what you need of the protein-rich foods. The legumes are going to balance the amino acid profile, and I believe soy foods are super healthy for us. They help prevent breast and prostate cancer. Studies show this. And also tempeh. I do not avoid wheat or gluten. I don't believe it's healthier unless you just know that you have celiac disease and you need to, or you believe you really feel better not eating those foods. I think most people have a problem with wheat and gluten because of the context from which they've been eating it. Commercial breads, refined flour products, in addition to animal-based diets. Well, yeah, when you get rid of the wheat, you're going to probably feel better, but it doesn't mean it was the wheat. And I've tried this myself. I've eliminated all wheat and gluten for a long time. And then when I added it back in the context of my diet, of plant-based diet, I did great eating wheat and gluten. And I think that these are very helpful foods for people to enjoy.